Hello, welcome to Nina's Knots Crochet. I'm Lynanne. If you're new here, hi, thanks for stopping by, checking out my channel. It's all about crochet, a little bit about knitting, a lot about yarn, and my journey in this fabulous yarny community. Returning subscribers, hey, thanks so much for coming and spending a little bit of your Monday with me for Make Along Monday update and some chit chat. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I did. My plans got changed just a little. Have you all been caught up in the Hobby Lobby? For whatever reason, Hobby Lobby has decided to do their annual clearance early. From what I understand from some other podcasters, Jennifer at Cinnamon Stitches, Kim at Affordably Crafty, they're the ones who kind of have turned, have informed me. Hobby Lobby is replanning their stores. They're moving things around. I know in my store, I did take the 45-minute ride to Ocala on Saturday to see what's going on. They're rearranging the store as far as where things are. I noticed in our store, they're moving the furniture that's usually in the back in the center over to where the yarn is. I don't know if they're planning on moving the yarn department someplace else. I don't know. I think they're in the early stages of this, but I noticed there was a lot of minor changes that you're like, hey, that wasn't there before. But I got upset. Like I said, I got up Saturday morning, went over to the Hobby Lobby in Ocala, and they had no yarn. Pictures that I've seen on Facebook of people's hauls that they're getting, I went specifically to those sections to see if they were marked down, and the yarn was missing. All of the Roll With It Millage, or is it Roll With It Millage? And Roll With It, I'll stick with that. All of the hand-dyed hanks, a lot of the cotton, they were just gone off the shelves. They were just empty spaces. So, I mean, I hate to think bad of people, but I'm thinking some employee has taken it off the shelves and is holding it in the back, because that's the only explanation. Normally when I go into Hobby Lobby, nothing is ever gone off the shelves, especially in the hand dyed section. That's usually stocked full. They don't carry that much Roll With It, but empty. And I know that they have some. The cotton cones that everybody was getting, the big cones, that shelf was empty. So I'm thinking somebody has cherry picked the things that they've wanted and are holding it in the back. I hate to think that way, but that's the only other explanation I can get of. It doesn't make sense that those specific colorways and the hand-dyed that I know were on clearance were gone. So I am going to call them and see, but they haven't marked anything down in the yarn department. They haven't done, because I noticed some people were getting some like hooks and some accessories. None of that was marked down. They were working on the fabric department on Saturday, marking stuff down in there, and the jewelry and the beads department was full of little orange stickers. So if you're a beading person in Central Florida, Ocala, Florida's Hobby Lobby was full of jewelry and beading on clearance. I'm going to call, find out if anybody will give me any information. Our Hobby Lobby is notorious for not giving out any information off the phone. They kind of expect you to just kind of come into the store, but we'll see. Because I would really like to get some of the hand-dyed. I would love to get some of the cotton and the sugar wheel and the cotton cakes. I love that stuff. It's just really nice yarn. So I'm hoping I'll be able to score some of those. If not, I've got plenty, but it would still be nice when you can get it for that cheap. it's worth the 45-minute ride one way. So that was my Saturday morning. And then, you know, I did work on my husband's office, like I said I was going to. Kind of rearranged in there, got some things so they're more functional for him. But anyway, on my crochet, let's talk about all the make-alongs I'm in. We all know I'm in my 5 make-alongs. The Judy's Creations and Crochet, I finished this month, so her bag is over there. I am doing Multivalence. The 3rd clue has come out. I have not gotten around to starting it, but I plan to this week. I am doing Sophie's Universe, which I've had a major breakthrough with. My Double Dog Dare knitting blanket, I have had a breakthrough with that. And Luck of the Draw 7. I love how this is turning out. Oh my God, this is so much. I've had a good weekend, you guys. I had a good week, Friday, Saturday, Sunday of crochet and knitting. I have made breakthrough after breakthrough with the things that I've been struggling with, and I'm like, finally. So let's start with Sophie's Universe. You haven't seen that in a while. Friday, after I got done doing my video and getting it uploaded and doing, you know, my morning things, I sat down and I did not turn on the TV. I didn't even turn on the radio. It was silent in my living room. And I just turned off my brain and just went with the pattern and the yarn. I think that's the key for me with this. I got through to round 30 and I had to stop. I've been working on it for like an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. I needed to get up and move around. And the next row that there was a big note on it, said that this row is very involved or something like that. And I thought, oh, okay, my brain has reached its maximum capacity today for this. But I squared it off. I am very, very pleased with how I managed to get this on the right counts. It looks like a square now, somewhat. I think I finally have gotten over whatever it was that was holding me back. Where am I? So here is my progress. And I got all the way up to there. So I am on, I think, 31. Row 30 or 31 is where I'm at. And I think this is so pretty. I think this is turning out so well. I'm going to do a large section here of white. I think that this is a good place to do a solid section of white. But I'm loving how this is turning out. And I am so glad that I have finally gotten myself over that hump. I have figured out the secret of Sophie's Universe, at least for me, is total concentration with 0 distractions. So I will be getting some more of this done this week sometime. I will spend a day or a morning at least, or maybe an afternoon, with 0 distractions working on Sophie's Universe. So that is make along number 1. Make along number 2 is my Luck of the Draw. Now, Luck of the Draw, I know you all have heard about Luck of the Draw. Nan's Next Knots. Check out her channel with the explanation to what it is. But it's basically 9 colors of yarn, 8 rotating, 1 main. You get a new color every week. You add it in with your main color, and at the end you get a really cool project. There are some really cool projects going on. People are making baskets and squares and tote bags. Have you seen Lynette at Charm Grammy's tote bag? I love it. It's so pretty. People are making baskets. You name it, things are making. Snakes, like draft snakes. Such imaginations. It's amazing to me. I am making I think it's going to be a wrap. It might end up being too big for a wrap. It might end up being a blanket. I don't know. The pattern I'm using is called the Faded Rainbow Throw from a crochet magazine from April of last year. And this is the color that I'm using this week. It's called Poppy. This one is a Willow Everest yarn. It's merino and microfiber. It's a really pretty orange. I love how it looks with the brown and the green. It's really pretty. So here we are. We started down here and we moved right on in. So we're at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is week 6. So this is where we're at. It's really cute. I love the colors. I love this yarn. Gosh, I love this yarn. I'm using Mary Maxim Ultra Mellow Spun DK, and then I'm mixing in with the Willow Everest. It's really, really nice yarn. So there we are. That is luck of the draw. Let's see if we can do it this way. Bottom to top. And Thursday we will get the next color and keep on going. I love this. I love this pattern. Takes me about an hour to do the 4 rows. Mainly because I'm a talker and a multitasker. So but yeah, I love this. It's squishy, it's soft, and it's turning out so pretty. I love it. So that is luck of the draw 7. And then the last one that I've worked on is my Double Dog Dare knit blanket. The pattern is the Fall Cuddler by Mama in a Stitch. The Double Dog Dare is Laura at Van Mimi. And after watching her video and watching Lynette at Charmed Grammy, I figured it out. My moss stitch looks like it's supposed to. My problem was I had to frog it again, and not because because I was doing something wrong. Last night, I was pretty monogamous to this pretty much all afternoon, and I was making great progress until I looked at it, and one side I had about that much, and one side I had about this much. And I'm like, what in the world? Why isn't the one side growing like the other side? Well, it's because I would stop mid-row and set it down and get up and do something, and then I would go back in the other direction. And then I would go all the way across a couple of times, and then I'd forget what I was doing and then get halfway across and go back. Lesson learned, I cannot stop mid-row. I have to complete it. Otherwise, I forget what direction I'm going in. So I frogged. My husband was laughing at me because I was making really good progress on one side and the other side was completely neglected. But I frogged it back to my lifeline. Thank God I had the lifeline in there. And I have it figured out. It looks like it's supposed to. The stitch markers helped. Having Laura in my head reminding me, put a knit on a pearl, put a pearl on a knit, back and forth until we reach 40, I think it's 42 rows, and it is looking like it's supposed to. I finally have it, and so yay. And I'm glad that I am doing this. It's given me the courage to keep going. And I'm okay that I have frogged this for the fourth or fifth time this has been frogged. But now I got it. I am going to move my lifeline up here probably in the next couple of rows, because these rows look like they're supposed to. And then keep going. I might spend some more time on this today. I got into a rhythm and it felt good, and I was really, really enjoying it. So yay, Knit Cuddler is finally clicking in my head. Thank you, Laura, for being the voice of reason in my head, reminding me, knit on the purl, purl on the knit, and then I'm good. And I think because I know Tunisian, knit and purl, I could recognize the stitch. I don't think if I could recognize the difference between the knit stitch and the purl stitch, I'd be able to use that in my head, but I can. So again, thanks, Laura, for double dog daring me to do this. I'm so glad that now I have the project going the way it's supposed to. And now I want to hurry up and get to row 40 so I can start the next one. I don't know what it is, but so I think it's 40 or 42. I don't remember. But I'm going to keep going on this. I'm really excited and I'm pleased. So what yarn am I using? I'm using Karen Anniversary Cake in Tropical Butterfly, and it's really pretty. So those are my make-along, guys. It's like some light bulb went off this weekend and things are clicking and working, and I am excited. I did work some on my bogey blanket, and I'm loving how that's turning out. I did not get a chance to pull out the knitting machine. It just, time got away with me. I was so focused on these things that I'm like, my plan was to pull it out Sunday afternoon, but I got so on a roll with the knitting that I kept with it. So I'm hoping that I will get a chance this week to get my knitting machine out and give that a try. My dyeing supplies will be here on Tuesday, so I'm excited about that. And I'm gonna keep working on my sweater, my mashed up sweater, which I had to frog back. I figured out that mashing up a sweater and a pullover, a cardigan and a pullover doesn't work. Especially a cardigan that's oversized. Where I wanted the sleeves, the shoulders to start would have been way out here, which would have made it off the shoulders, and I didn't want an off the shoulder. So I had to frog it back and take off about, let's see, I think I took off 15 stitches, 15 or 12 or 15 stitches to bring it in a little bit so that the shoulders would fit more closely and not off the shoulders. I don't want it to slide down. I want it to be a little fitted. So I had to frog it back, but I made really good progress to it. Using the V-stitch, it goes really fast. So I made some really good progress on that. And I'm hoping that I'll get this done by the end of the month. Don't forget, it is National Crochet Month, so enjoy the art of crochet, but it's also hashtag crochet for me 2023. Make something for yourself. Even if it's a small thing, something that brings you the joy and satisfaction of saying, I took the time to make something for myself and be proud of it. And I hope you're all taking this opportunity to crochet for yourself. If you have Facebook, Instagram, tag Crochet for Me 2023, so people can see that you are taking some time for yourself. So with that, I will say have a great week. I hope everybody gets some quality crafting time in and you take time for yourselves. But in the meantime, whatever you do, be kind to everyone.